Time for another weekly challenges in under 7 minutes. I know it's not going to be under 7 minutes. I'm still getting used to this physics. All right, on to the Sunday Cup. Suggested PP 350. So you can choose, like I did, the Golf GTI, or you can just crank up the PP on something and just absolutely destroy everyone. I chose this little car. Looked like it would be fun. Threw it on some comfort mediums. Not exactly a fan of the comfort tires and the new physics, but I figured the GTI doesn't have that much power, so how bad could it be? And, well, the answer is, well, not bad at all. Look at that strong send down the inside. That's how you got to race that race in this car, because the secret between you and I didn't finish first my first try in this car. Now slinging on by the Volkswagen Samba bus, and then by the Citroen. Got to set up that Mini Cooper here. Look at that, right on by. Volkswagen GTI has got the moves. It's got the shakes. It's got exactly what you need. It's got what it takes. I'm just making rhymes. It's how good this car is. It's a fun little car, little GTI. Look, even P1 knew what was up and went with the GTI. I mean, what other confirmation do we need? Down the inside on the final turn. He's not going to be able to make a comeback. But look how close that race was. That final lap, final turn to make the pass for victory. So if you want a close race, comfort mediums GTI, go for it. I think you'll have a good time. It's a fun race. Okay. All right. On to race number 2, the Japanese Clubman Cup 550 at Circuit de Spa. Now, interesting race here. I was like, I don't really know what I want to choose here. So I haven't gone with the SFR racing concept yet. So I was like, I haven't even driven it in a while. Let me go ahead and give the old SFR a try. So put that one on the sports hard tire, send it out on track. Now what I'm going to tell you about this car, fun little car. It is just unstable enough where it corners very nicely. I mean, look right here. You got plenty of grip. Just don't go in too crazy with it. Feel the car out a little bit there. Your first time through Eau Rouge. No need to get, just too excited. And then feel the grip here on the tight right-hander that the name escapes me. It's not the corner with no name, but that one back there just cannot think of it right now. But you begin to feel the grip. If you throw that gas in too quick, too much, too soon, it's going to spin out. But if you roll it in there, just kind of feel it out, boy, I tell you what, it will reward you as it'll turn. It'll turn and go. Now, come out there. Now, look at the top speed of the SFR. I get by the BRZ, and then, or is it the 86? I don't know that one. What was that, a GR86 behind me? Able to get on by that. Look at me fly by the RX-7 right there. Ooh, buddy. SFR's got what it takes. No problems running down the Supra here on lap number 2. Maybe just a little too much car for the challenge. Maybe a comfort hard would have made it a little more difficult. But SFR was up to the task. So if you're looking for a decent car, a fun drive around the track, give the SFR racing concept a try. I think you'll like it. As you can see, I had 8 seconds to spare. You can adjust your race accordingly. Now for probably my favorite race of the week, the Porsche Cup. This one, say PP 650 or less challenge. And boy, I was licking my chops. Which Porsche did I want to go with? Well, of course, I took the 2016 911 GT3 RS on sports medium tires, so I get it below that 650 PP value. Boy, I was rewarded. Now, I am a sucker for red cars. You see that paint it just comes alive in that late evening as the sun sets in the western sky. It just makes that red just glow. Love it. Absolutely love it. Feeling out the car here on turn number 1, and I got to tell you, I do like the feel of this car under the new physics. Now, if I was really pushing it hard, maybe I wouldn't like it that much, but just here in an enjoyable race around Yamigawa, I absolutely liked it. I felt like it was just the right amount of, I don't want to mess up and wreck this car, and drivable. Now, right here, it gets loose on me, but look, I'm able to counter steer and grab the car. That's what you want to be able to do in a racing game. You want to feel when that rear end comes on you. You want to be able to counter steer and catch that car. You want to recognize when those things are coming. Really felt like the Porsche 911 GT3. It was just right in this race. And the way it handled the curbs didn't kill you, but you felt like if you hit them with too much gusto, it could. As you go through the S's at the beginning of the track right here, you could really feel that. Playing with the throttle, keeping the car balanced on the edge. It's like I just almost went a little too hot in that corner and into the grass right there, but able to just sense the car, Plus the interior is just so nice. It's simple yet elegant. as the AI just absolutely murders me from behind there. So it almost took me out of the race right there, but I was, again, able to gather it up. The car is not, don't get me wrong, is not easy to drive, but it's a rewarding drive, but it's not overly hard. I guess is how I would call it. It was the race this week that I enjoyed the most. I just really enjoyed this car at this track on these tires. In sports mediums, we're not on the sports hards yet. Starting in a powerful car like this on the sports hards or comfort hards, and I don't know, it just starts falling apart. However, look at this for P2 against the 959, able to skedaddle on by. Now it's just me and Karatza. Porsche 911 versus Porsche 911. He's got the 997 2009 edition, but I've got the 2016 GT3 RS. Well, you know who's going to win that battle. Of course, right? Now, the thing I liked most about this is the final couple of laps I had all by myself with the Porsche here at Yamigawa. Just balancing the car, teetering it on the edge, doing race car things. It was fun. It was fabulous. It was marvelous. Give it a try. I think you'll like it. I do. Just don't overdrive it. Find its limits. Put it there. Keep it there. You'll be happy. I guarantee it. All right, 9-minute flat. Gave me about 11 seconds there, so you got plenty of time to win the race. So like I said, don't get a big hurry. On to race number 4, the BAC Mono one make race at Brands Hatch. No real PP limit here. I guess you can tune this thing. I have no idea. I just grabbed one. I threw some sport mediums on it. Went full send. This car, you just after going from the Porsche to this, you go from all this lovely, marvelous feeling to really don't feel much anything. It's just kind of bland. And it also is very light. So if you get on the throttle a little too hard, a little too early, she's going to want to come around on you, like right here. I think I got on the throttle a little too hard. Yep, I sure did. Got to roll it in. Got to roll in the throttle. Also, maybe go a gear or even 2 higher than you think you need to on your exits. That'll keep it planted. And then be brave around this right-hander here on the back side of the track. And then a 4th gear going down here. You'll be able to overtake any of the competitions. They all seem to do this wiggle slide in front of you thing. And then don't brake too late going underneath the overpass thing there, the tire. You brake too late, it's easy. This car is, you'd think this thing has amazing brakes as light as it is, but the brakes are horrid on this thing. Brake way early, that way you don't overshoot this and then lose a lot of time. Able to get the victory, wasn't happy about it, didn't like this car, didn't like this track combo. Maybe you will, maybe you will enjoy it. If so, like I said, lots of tall gears, don't get on the throttle too early. All right. Fuji World Touring Car 800. Now, this is a strategy race. We've got 8X fuel, 10X tire wear. We've got 10 laps around Fuji, and it's a PP 800 race, which is a little high for a GR3 car, but I figured, you know what? I'll give the old BRZ a try. It used to be really good in the wet. I assume it still is. Throw it on some wets because, well, when I looked at the map, it looked like there was just an absolute deluge coming at us, as you can see right here. Oh, look at all that rain. I see no break anywhere in that rain on that gargantuan weather map. Now, the gargantuan weather map in GT7 was an afterthought, and you can tell because it's absolutely useless. It tells you nothing. I had no idea when the rain would stop. No clue whatsoever. There may be some super secret calculus formula that you can look at that map and determine something other than it's raining right now. But I can figure that out when I'm sitting there in the pit and I can hear the downpour, the deluge. Now, what I'm going to tell you about this BRZ is I was absolutely hustling this car. I don't know if I'm the worst wet weather driver ever to be set upon this earth, but I am not very good at it, and I was pushing this car as hard as I could. Traction control, too, was lighting up pretty often. I had ABS on auto. I tried traction control 3, but when we kick on it, would do this, like how the rear end went out right here. Now, that was my fault. I was just on the gas too much there. But had traction control 3 been on it, would do kind of the same thing. And then, I wasn't passing when people were going in the pits, and I was getting passes that way. But like you see right here, I got a pass or 2 during the race, but not a lot of them. Like normally when you're in these AI races, you're just passing everybody. Again, a bunch of people jumping in the pits, getting off the wets onto the intermediates. And I go in when, I was running fastest laps there on lap 5. So I got off the wets, what I felt was the appropriate time to get onto the intermediates. And threw some extra fuel in the car because you're going to need some fuel. Now, I tried I tried before this. I tried a fuel saving race where I went a nonstop, and that wasn't even close. I didn't even come close to it. So I don't suggest the no stopper, unless again maybe I'm just really slow. I don't know. I have no clue. I don't feel like I never find the grip in there. Even in the new physics, I said, "Oh, it's so much better." I don't know. It still feels vague and hard to find traction. That's pretty much it. Traction control 2, best I could do. Full send. Hope it stuck. When it didn't, I caught the car. Maybe I'm way too late on the brakes or something. I don't know. No way I was going to catch Miyazuno. And Hazael was pulling away from me. Luckily, he ran out of fuel. I was able to take second. It was a charity case. I did not do well in this race. So, one of the reasons why the video went long today, I got to do it again. I was like, I got to find a winning combo here. So I decided to go with the 2008 Group 2 GTR GT500. Now, didn't have all the tires I needed, so I went ahead and picked those up just in case it stopped raining. I need to have all my different various combos. Now, all I could run was racing hards, but I figured while I was buying some, I may as well get them all. So I did that. Put it on heavy wets again to start the race. Put the radar map on. It was raining hard. And the difference between this car and the BRZ was like night and day. So much more downforce, so much more grip. I was against a lesser opponent too with these GT3 cars, but I was like, okay, this is a little more enjoyable. This is a little more fun. Actually have some grip. Couldn't really feel the grip, but I didn't feel like I was just gonna die everywhere trying to make the passes on these folks. So again, traction control 2, ABS was on, brake balance, put one towards the rear, just to kind of even tire wear in case the tarmac started to dry out. And then just kept an eye on my fuel. And quite honestly, I could have easily ran a no stopper and won this race by like a full minute. So it was like Group 3 car and it's the battle of your life, or a Group 2 car and you just absolutely blow everyone away. I don't know, there may be an in-between somewhere. I don't know what it is. Maybe your own tuned car maybe would fit in here somewhere. Not really sure. But if you want a just super hard challenge, go for the Group 3 car. If you want to just dominate the race and have a good time, grab the Group 2 car. Right here, catch up the pack on lap number 3. Unlike the BRZ where I wasn't passing anyone, in this car, I was passing everybody. I was passing them on the inside, I was passing them on the outside. Through puddles, around puddles, didn't matter. Then I was like, should I go in and pit? And I was like, nah, I'll stay out. Lap 7, I had plenty of fuel left to stay out. You could almost have a half a tank left. And then I was on lap 8. I decided to go in the pit because I don't want someone to take away the fastest lap from me, because you saw before everyone was jumping in there on the intermediates, putting some IMs on. And sure enough, look at there, M. Grady, minute 42.739. Grady was going to have none of it. So I put on my serious boy race face, my big boy pants, and I went back out and I took my fastest lap back. That's right. Oh, M. Grady, you can't have it. I'm not going to let you have it. No, sirree. Bob took first place and my fastest lap back. So that's how I got it done. That's how I got all the races done. And if it helped you, awesome. That makes me happy. And hopefully it makes you happy. And if it does, hit the like and or subscribe. Come back, check out some more. For myself, Go Grady. Y'all have a great evening.